We have some major winter things that we have to be talking about. For one, we have some of the coldest temperatures arriving to the US that we've seen since last year. We're also seeing a major flooding event in Washington state, which is not okay for people living in there, and the possibility of some major winter storms impacting the northern United States. Let's get straight into it. So right now we have a low pressure system sitting right about here, and a little clipper system from this moisture going right in from the Washington area down into the Midwest. This is going to bring some snow to you guys there in Dakotas, Montana, Nebraska, possibly Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, going all the way to Pennsylvania. And then it looks like there's a small possibility of having a kind of a nor'easter setup over here. Not really, like one, it's a little too south, so it's not going to bring major impacts. It could get slightly windy, but we'll see how this pans out. And then some more snow coming across then. And then look at all this rain that's in Washington. Rain, 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 and more rain again. So we have some massive flooding events that's not okay for those in Washington. So we'll discuss this all in just a second. So let's talk about our very cold temperatures going to be here. So we're talking about negative 20-degree temperatures. This is not feels like temperatures. This is the actual air temperature that'll be making its way all the way down there into portions possibly over there in Iowa. So this is Sunday morning. You could be waking up to negative 25 degrees over here in Minnesota, South Dakota, maybe even portions of Iowa, Wisconsin. And then there's going to be negative temperatures waking up this morning on Illinois and Indiana. So be really careful if you're heading out to church. Make sure that car gets started and it's nice and warmed up before you drive off with it. So you make sure that that's well taken care of. And then when it comes to high temperatures, for a lot of these places, we're not going to get out of the negatives when it comes to high temperatures. Over here in Iowa, I didn't see this at all last winter of the temperatures not getting above the negatives, or at least not more than just a couple times. So this being in December is very rare. But like we said, we're having a below average temperature for you guys in the north and a above average when it comes to snowfall this year. So a lot of these places in Minnesota, Iowa, and a little bit of other places could see negatives for highs. And then those negative temperatures would taper off. But then good news after that, it starts warming up. We're having a pattern shift. We're finally going to get out of this extremely active cold blast setup into a warmer setup for the majority of it. And we'll talk about this in just a moment. So we've seen lots and lots of rain impacting you guys in Washington. And we're going to continue to see lots of rain impacting you guys in Washington state. We're seeing upwards of a foot of rainfall is expected over the next 7 days on this western side. So you guys living right in this area, it seems to be the worst area that is going to be hit, that has been hit. So we could see evacuation orders in place. So this is not a very good setup for you guys in there. And because there's so much moisture over there, that is what's fueling all our snow that we've been having in November and the start of December in the Midwest. So that's why. So we have moisture that's coming over from Washington and then over Montana right into the Midwest. So this is how much snow you will be getting from the system that's going to be coming down from Montana. From Montana, you could see up to 7 or 8 inches in this pink shaded area. Otherwise, you're seeing a widespread 1 to 5 inches for a lot of the other areas. When it comes to portions over here in North and South Dakota, you could see upwards of 4 or 5 inches. Same thing going into Iowa. Once we get into Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, we could see areas get as much as 6 inches of snow, especially in the central portions of Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and the southern and central and some of the northern portions of Ohio. Then West Virginia could see upwards of 10 inches, and then places over here when it comes to lake effect snow, we could definitely see a few inches of lake effect snow from Michigan, and then your typical New York setups with as much as 2 feet from off the area of Buffalo, New York. Now, when it comes to our pattern change, instead of seeing a whole bunch of Arctic blasts and stuff, we might be seeing a warm time coming to y'all in the Midwest that's been hit hard. As you can see, we have a nice clearing out here. Our high pressure is going to start clearing out, and then it's going to shift over here to the central portion of the United States. Hopefully, having those cold blasts ignore the United States before Christmas, and then after Christmas, not sure exactly what's going to happen, but it looks like we could see the return of a very active weather pattern again. The GFS is showing this as well. We have our big Arctic blast coming down, and then look at that high pressure. It's building, and it kind of swats away this Arctic blast that could happen. This is not exactly what's going to happen. It just gives us a rough idea. And a lot of the models are also saying this as well. And then it's showing that this pattern might end by the time Christmas comes along, but exact dates of when that'll be is to be determined. But over here on the 17th, we could see temperatures as much as 20 degrees Celsius above average, which is absolutely nice. So you guys over here in the Midwest, in the majority of the US, will see above average temperatures very soon. That is all I have for you. Hopefully you guys are having a great day and you guys are enjoying these warmer temperatures after we get these negatives along the way. Just absolutely crazy situation going on this month of November into this early December. But after this half week of December, we could see nice warmer temperatures coming around just for Christmas, which is awesome. So see you guys later. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down if you enjoy this video. Thank you.